Are you looking for a cushioned shoe that you could use for easy runs, long runs, walking, or even for work? Then stick around for this review. Hi there, I'm Dr. Lynne Virant, and I'm here to do a shoe review both as a runner, as a physical therapist, and as a run form specialist. And this specifically is a cushioned shoe, the Brooks Glycerin version 22. Pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I love it too. So when would you use this shoe? This is a great shoe for if you're doing long runs, easy runs, walking, if you have some downhill terrain that you're going over. If you need a shoe that you can stand around in for a long time, this is a cushioned shoe for you. So as far as fit and comfort, version 22 is actually a little bit more narrow in the upper compared to the version 21. I wear the size 7.5 in the new version, and in the previous version I wear a 7, and I find that the fit is actually quite similar. Another interesting thing that has changed about this shoe is the midfoot. So if you compare version 21 and version 22, if you look at the middle of the shoe, version 22 actually feels and has a wider midfoot in the shoe. And that could be actually helpful because there's more cushion, that it actually can give you a little bit more stability and a little bit more support. When I ran in this shoe, specifically I ran on a treadmill comparing two different shoes, what I felt is that you could definitely feel the softer landing in the version 22, which is really great if you're, again, running on concrete, if you're running downhill, and you're feeling kind of tired and you want something that kind of feels less impactful on your joints. The other benefit with a shoe, because of the wider midfoot, it actually can give you a little bit more support, especially if you're running on ground that's not level, like, you know, when you run on the side of the road and it's kind of canted, or again, running downhill and you want that softer feel. The one downside that I felt with the shoe is it felt a lot less responsive or less springy compared to the previous version or to other shoes that I prefer. And when that might be impactful is when you want a faster feel coming off the ground. So if you're doing speed work, or even if you're running uphill, or if you're running on a surface that has a little bit more give, you might feel like you're working a little harder to come off the shoe. Durability. So how long are these shoes going to last? Well, for the most part, these shoes are anticipated for you to be able to wear them from anywhere to 300 to 500 miles. However, more importantly, just the mileage is how long you're spending on your feet. So if you're using this shoe for work, you're going to account for the hours and the time that you're on the shoe. So if you're starting to feel more pain, you're starting to feel a little bit less comfortable in the shoe, you're not going to see the wear on the shoe. You'll feel more the lack of the feel of the cushion before you'll actually see a wear and tear on the shoe. Additional features for the shoe, it has a 10mm drop. So if you're looking for a shoe that has a drop as opposed to a 0 drop shoe, this is the right shoe for you. It also has Brooks' specialized nitrogen DNA foam, which is meant to provide a balance of both the cushion and the responsiveness. But again, to my feel, I felt more the cushion than I felt the responsiveness. But the key is to try it for yourself and see how it feels for you. So if you want a bold color like me, if you need something more neutral for something like work, Glycerin 22 has colors that can meet your needs. It can also go from your running to a more casual work. And also the logo on it is pretty understated, so if you don't like something that stands out, this would be a good fit for you. The mesh on the upper is actually really breathable, so if you need something that is not going to let your foot sweat in the summertime, give this shoe a try. So overall impression as a runner, if you're looking for a shoe that's fast and responsive, this might not be the right shoe for you. However, if you do want to find out more about a Brooks shoe that has that feel, let me know in the comments below. And I do actually have another review from the previous month that actually addresses a shoe that you would need for both either tempo runs or speed work. So come to your local Running Wild store in Pensacola, Fairhope, and get fitted and see if this is the right shoe for you. Additionally, if you try the shoe, please let me know what you think. And finally, if there are any other shoes you want me to review, let me know in the comments below.